While the industrial age may have brought higher living standards to many over the past 2 centuries, it has done so at a cost. Because most industrial activity involves the use of heat energy in one form or another, the use of asbestos has been part of it almost since the beginning. High-risk occupations include virtually all construction and building tradesmen, demolition engineers, maintenance workers and custodians, mechanics, railroad workers, pipe fitters, electricians, and steel and iron workers. In addition, family members of such workers may be at risk from secondary exposure to asbestos. This occurs when asbestos fibers are carried into the home from the workplace on the worker's hair and clothing. How asbestos was used in steel mills. Asbestos is a group of 6 silicate minerals, the most common of which is chrysolite. It is literally a kind of rock. Unlike typical rock, however, asbestos is pliable and easy to work with. Like rock, it is impervious to flames and is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Because of these properties, asbestos was used in gaskets and linings where substances were subject to high levels of heat. Asbestos was used in ovens, ladles, boilers, and steam pipes. Ironically, a great deal of exposure was due to asbestos clothing that was meant to protect steel workers from burns, such as leggings, aprons, overcoats, gloves, and masks. Those who likely suffered the greatest exposure include pourers and casters, operators, tenders, furnace operators, and inspectors. In addition, machine setters, millwrights, and welders are also at risk. Technically, all new uses of asbestos were banned 3 decades ago. In addition, there are ongoing attempts to remove the substance wherever it is found in older buildings and industrial facilities built prior to the 1980s. In 1989, the Environmental Protection Agency attempted to ban all uses of the substance. The regulations were challenged by the asbestos industry, however, and 2 years later were overturned by the U.S. Fifth Court of Appeals. As a result, asbestos is still present in many products. In 2002, Senator Patty Murray introduced legislation that would have completely banned virtually all uses of asbestos in the U.S. It was referred to the Senate Committee on Environmental and Public Works, but no further action has been taken on the bill. Your legal rights. Plaintiffs with mesothelioma historically have the strongest cases against the asbestos industry, because so far, medical science has determined that it has only one cause: exposure to asbestos fibers. It is, however, important to have a solid, thorough diagnosis confirmed by both an oncologist and a pathologist, in addition to your primary care physician. The main reason is because the only defense available to corporations being sued is to somehow prove that the plaintiff's disease is not mesothelioma. Since civil cases are decided on a preponderance of evidence rather than reasonable doubt, it is in your best interest to have irrefutable proof of your illness as well as the exposure which caused it. Thank you for watching. This video was produced by Asbestos.Net, a leading resource on all aspects of asbestos and mesothelioma. Our priority is to inform victims about the devastating effects of asbestos exposure, mesothelioma, asbestos cancer, asbestosis, and other asbestos-related diseases, and to advise them with a wealth of information. Individuals whose lives have been touched by mesothelioma have numerous questions and concerns. Their caregivers and family members also need accurate, reliable information. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos cancer and need more information, we invite you to visit and explore the thousands of pages of oncologist-reviewed material on Asbestos.Net, to call our convenient toll-free number shown below and speak with a mesothelioma specialist, or to use the simple contact form found at Asbestos.Net to request a free copy of our informative books, custom inserts, and DVD. Asbestos.Net. Information and help for patients and families.